All right, now the very first thing you need is an idea. Now, a lot of people, if not most people, their idea is just to go to a skate park and skate and make an edit that way. But for me, I like to do something that hasn't been done, or something that's out of the box, or something that's creative, or just something that I think is interesting. For example, in this video, my idea is to skate nature. Trees, rocks, dirt, pretty much anything you could find in the forest. Now, why did I pick this theme? I don't really know. I saw Daewon Song do it in his 5-incher video part for almost a while back, and I haven't really seen anyone do it since. And not only that, as you can see, I'm in a very nature-filled part of the world right now, so it works out. Now that I have my idea figured out and a way to film it, next up is to find a good spot to film it at. In my case, it'll be nature-y things, like this weed right here. But like I said, in most cases, you'll probably just want to be at a skate park if you just want to make a skate park edit. So if I had someone to film me right now, I would just tell them how to film the clip. But when you're filming with a tripod like I am right now, you gotta do a little more thinking. You gotta visualize where you want the angle to be and how you want the trick to look, which leads us to setting up the right angle, like this angle right here. Keep in mind, if you're gonna do it in the square format like Instagram does, it's gonna crop out the sides. So whatever trick it is you're filming with a tripod, make sure most of the action happens in the middle of the screen. In this case, my hippie jump. Now that was pretty easy, so I'm gonna step it up a notch. Also, a good thing to think about is if you're doing a trick that you think you can land more than once, then you can switch up the angle and do the trick again, which will give your video more variety and more editing possibilities. And I need at least one more shot while I'm at this beautiful weed bush. Then do the same thing at the next spot, and the next spot, and the next spot, and the next spot, and the next spot. B-roll shots are fun too. For those of you that don't know, a B-roll clip is a clip that isn't actually skateboarding, but it makes sense with the video that you're making. B-roll clips can be funny or informative, but overall, they just help the video flow better and they make it more interesting. A B-roll clip could be anything from you waxing a ledge, or falling, or breaking your board. For example, me pushing this log that I'm about to skate. Or on the funnier side of things, me judo kicking this flower. Now that we have all the clips that we need for our nature edit, we can move on to editing. But before you even start editing, make a new folder in your desktop and you're gonna wanna import all of your clips into that folder. If you have an iPhone and a MacBook, you can just plug your phone into the computer and use the application on your MacBook called Image Capture. I know a lot of you guys out there probably don't have a laptop and your only option of editing is on your phone. There's a few pretty good editing apps on phones. I would recommend Video Shop, or maybe your phone has iMovie on it, that should be good too, and Splice. After you import your footage to any of those 3 apps, you're gonna see a bunch of emblems. A resize emblem, you'll see one that looks like a timer that can slow or speed up clips. You'll see one that can duplicate clips. And with the apps, if you mess around with them long enough, you'll figure it out because it's pretty straightforward and simple. But I'm making this video to show you guys how I edit, and I don't edit on a phone because I have a laptop. Now in the past, I've done a good bit of editing on Adobe Premiere, but that is way too complex to explain in this video, and the video would have to be way longer than this video to explain all the aspects of Adobe Premiere. However, I have made a lot of my Instagram videos on iMovie on my laptop too, so I'm gonna show you guys how I do that. Step 1, which is probably what takes the longest for me, is finding a song. Finding a good song that works with the video. I like to have the song sort of go with the theme of the video, but you can put any song you want. I usually just go to YouTube to find my song, and once I find it, I'll use a website called Anything to MP3 or YouTube to MP3, and you'll just copy and paste the URL of the song into that website and it'll download it on your computer. Now once you get the song downloaded, it should pop up into your iTunes library. You're gonna drag the song from your iTunes library into your iMovie timeline. Now once you have your song in there, highlight all of the clips that you put into your new folder and drag them into the library where it says Import Media. And when they're in that library, you can just click and drag down to the timeline to edit them. Now I can't take you in detail through the whole process of editing, but there are some key things that's good to know. You definitely have to know how to cut the clips. To do that, you can either drag both ends and make the clip as short as you want it, or you can highlight the clip in the timeline and hit Command B and it'll cut the clip. And after you cut it, if you don't want a piece of it, just highlight that clip and hit the delete key. Another important one is the Ken Burns tool. So just highlight the clip that you want, click that emblem, and you'll see 2 rectangles pop up. One of those rectangles will say start and one of them will say end. So wherever you put the start rectangle is what the whole frame is going to look like at the very first frame of the clip. And wherever you put the end rectangle is where the clip is going to look like at the end. For example, if you had a tripod shot and you could tell that it was filmed with a tripod and it wasn't moving, it was just a still shot, but you wanted it to look like someone panned the camera, you could put that start rectangle on one side and the end rectangle on the other side, and the frame would move from start to end. It'll also work with zoom. So if the start rectangle is fully zoomed out and the end rectangle is really small, the clip is going to start all the way out and zoom in. And if you put the start rectangle and the end rectangle on the exact same spot, then the whole clip will just be zoomed in. That's a good thing to know, because if you break your board or you roll your ankle or you do something like that, you can just put both of them zoomed in on that point and it'll accent the fact that you broke your board. Another important one is being able to slow down and speed up clips. Click that emblem and you can either click slow, fast, or custom. And if you click custom, you can just type in the percentage that you want. So a regular clip would be 100%. So if you typed in 400%, the clip would be 4 times faster, and vice versa. And click this emblem and you can drag brightnesses up and down. You can make it more contrasty or less contrasty. You can make it a warmer color or a colder color. You can make it less colorful, more colorful. If you want to make your clip black and white or add some sort of filter or flip it like a mirror, click this emblem. It'll bring up a whole list of options that you can add to your clip. Maybe you want it to look like a sepia tone, maybe you want it to look like a broken camera. There's a lot of options on there. With my edits, one of the main questions people will ask me is, how do I get these random things to come into the edits? People were like, how did you get those flowers to fall down? This is where it gets a little more complicated, not too bad, but some people probably just don't even want to bother with this. But if you do, just go to YouTube and type in green screen animation. You'll see all these options of green screen animation. It'll look like a video with just a lime green background. Click on the video, highlight the URL, and you're going to want to go to a website called savefromnet.com. You'll paste that URL into that website and download it. Now that green screen animation is downloaded onto your computer. It should be in the downloads folder. So in your timeline on iMovie, if you drag that green screen animation above the clip that you want to add it to, and then you highlight the green screen animation in your timeline, you click on this emblem. When you click on that, you'll see 3 or 4 options. Press the one that says green blue screen, and there you go. And then you'll save and export it to your desktop. And once it's on your desktop, I usually just click this emblem and airdrop it to my phone, and then post it on Instagram. Now to end this video, let's look at the final product of our nature edit. By using this video to learn, please tag me in it, and I'm gonna be liking and I'm gonna be commenting on it.
Hella sketchy.
Every damn night I think about you. It's not right. Yeah, we fuss and fight, but we can get through this last night. Hey, you play these games, you think it's all fun. I'm not dumb. Yeah, you act the same, but things will not change. So I'm done. So I'm done. So I'm done. I'm done. I'm so done. Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. I'm so done. Yeah, don't hit my phone, thinking that I might be hard.